And why are some on the left more angry at Mel Gibson's words attacking Jews than the very real bullets in the Middle East that are killing Jews? A politically correct left. After this. Welcome back, everyone. You know, some in the world community give the terrorists in Hezbollah the same benefits of the doubt as a sovereign nation like Israel. My next guest says in America, many liberals view the religious right the same way they view radical Muslims, and that is a very dangerous thing for this nation. He is Dennis Prager. He's a radio talk show host, syndicated columnist. Good to have you.
Good to be with you, Neil. Thanks.
I like kind of that way you parallel those developments. What do you make of that?
There is this moral equivalence that's very rampant now, where people will say, you know, the real danger is religious fundamentalism. We have our Christian fundamentalists and the Muslims have theirs, and that's the real problem, is religious fundamentalism, as if there is some moral equivalence between our conservative Christians, our Christian right, and the Islamists who are blowing people up. And you know, in a sense, I don't have a dog in this fight or a pony in this battle or whatever that phrase is. I'm Jewish. But to be fair, and that's the point here, is to be fair, there's no comparison between America's right-wing Christians and the Islamists who are blowing people up. And yet I quote in my piece Karen Armstrong, who's the most highly regarded historian of religion among the liberal media, and she continuously lumps together the fundamentalists in Christianity and the fundamentalists in Islam.
But it's something more. What intriguing in your thoughts is this notion that the left or traditional media has been very fixated on Mel Gibson and his anti-Semitic tirade, but not focusing, or apparently not as concerned with not only Jews having bad things said about them, but getting killed right now in the Middle East. What do you make of that?
Well, look at that. Isn't it ironic? The exact same day of the Mel Gibson drunken tirade, there were Jews shot for being Jewish by a self-identified Muslim American at the Seattle Jewish Federation. And yet the amount of disturbance on the left with regard to Mel Gibson was far greater. It's almost as if the event didn't take place. Seattle is gone. It is over. A Jewish woman murdered, 5 others wounded, and there is an entire genocidal anti-Semitic philosophy permeating the Islamic world of kill Jews, kill Jews, kill Jews, and yet the fixation on the American left is with the Christian right. That's what I wrote about.
But the fixation then wasn't the fixation then, Dennis, with damning things Mel Gibson said about Jews, and not so much a right or Christian right issue.
Oh, but I think that's what it emanates from. I think the fact that he is a Christian rightist is precisely the issue. Had this been said...
that's interesting. So the fact that he is who he is,
of course,
and the fact that he said what he said, made this crowd go nuts. Now, why, as someone who's Jewish, very quickly, Dennis, could you explain to me why many in the Jewish community bash Israel to the extent they do?
Oh, I can, but you need to give me a few more minutes. I'm good at sound bites. I've really mastered this ability. But, well, let me just say it this way. There is a problem in Jewish history known as self-hate, where Jews have been hurt so much, Holocausts, pogroms, inquisitions. Jews have been so hurt by so many anti-Semites that it has played havoc with the Jewish psyche. And there are those who believe, not necessarily even consciously, if I take the side of those who wish to kill us, I won't be hurt. And I believe psychologically, for a Noam Chomsky, a Jewish professor at MIT, to go to Lebanon and tell Hezbollah he agrees with them. He went there a few months before this, to Lebanon to tell them how he celebrates them. It can only be a result of this psychopathology.
Interesting. Dennis Prager, thank you very much in L.A. We will have more after this.